Welcome to
Behind the Line.
See how you did that? That was really good, man.
I tried. Bravo. We practiced. This is like take 22.
Well, I think it's actually 27, but you're struggling to count today, but that's okay.
I am having a hard time counting.
So we want to have a kitchen conversation.
Okay.
I'd like to
Let's
learn
talk.
something today. So we're going to be doing some cooking here in a minute, but you've been talking to me about what's going on behind all of this cooking that we're about to do. We're going to talk about the 5 infinity stones.
Close. It's more like the 5 mother sauces.
That's nailed it.
Yep.
I totally had it. So
Infinity stones.
I don't
Mother
know.
sauces. Same
It's a
thing,
Marvel
right?
thing you wouldn't understand.
No,
so
I would.
We're going to talk about these 5 mother sauces, but we're only going to focus on a couple of them.
True.
What are the 2 that we're going to? Because we don't have time. We don't have time to talk about all of them.
So a little background on mother sauces. Mother sauces are 5 primary sauces that almost every other sauce in the culinary world can be made from. Three of those sauces are primarily thickened with a flour-based roux,
Okay.
which makes them very hard for anybody with
Don't
a
you
gluten
like the
allergy.
word roux?
Roux is a
How
good
roux?
word. How roux?
Roux.
Roux. But it's not
We've already
R-U-E
keep rolling.
like the store.
Yeah, but how's it spelled?
R-O-U-X.
So these 3 sauces, this is a base for them?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Okay.
The roux is what thickens the sauces, what gives them their body and their viscosity and their texture, the velvety, smooth richness
Gotcha.
that you experience with the sauce. So we've developed some techniques to take the gluten and the allergens out of those sauces and create a thick, rich sauce.
And you had to do that because the primary ingredients on those roux sauces are
Flour,
flour.
wheat
I mean,
flour.
you've got it right there in the midst of it, so you had to do some work to pull that out.
Right. So, so using, and you're holding this book, but this is Le Guide Culinaire from Auguste Escoffier.
All the chefs out there are impressed.
I don't know if they're
Did
impressed.
I had that book in
well,
my
yes.
possession? I really didn't. I borrowed his.
But there's some really cool things buried deep within this book that help us to create gluten-free sauces without losing any of the flavor. Some of those are buying really good products. So nowadays, the commercial cattle and chicken industries are so watered down that there's hardly any flavor in the products themselves. But if you're buying good grass-fed beef or good pastured poultry, they have a ton of flavor in and of themselves. So you can get flavor at the very foundation when you're making the stocks. 2 is using some of the techniques in some of the soups that Escoffier creates is how we came up with this. So the original recipe for bisque, have you had any great bisques? What was
Absolutely.
your favorite?
I kind of like the lobster.
Lobster bisque.
Yeah.
Okay, so the traditional lobster bisque is lobster shells and some mirepoix, some brandy, but it's thickened with rice. So you
Okay.
cook the rice in with the lobster shells, and then you puree it, and that gives it its rich body and viscosity that you've come to enjoy. Unfortunately, over time, thickening lobster base out of a jar with roux has become the standard, and that's what lobster bisque is. So it's really a watered down version of the classic preparation of lobster bisque. So I take the premise behind lobster bisque and incorporate it into the bechamel, the velouté, and the espagnole sauce, and that's
Learned all
what we
kinds
use
of new
for.
words while we're doing this too.
So that's where we're going to start.
All right.
And I think that's the foundation for many of the preparations within
Well, I think
that.
that the key to this, and this is what we want everybody to know, is that you can have good food and it be gluten-free.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there's a
that's-
lot of people that it's not just a preference. For many, it's allergens.
Mhm.
So this is a great opportunity to learn how to create those bases, put them in the fridge, or some of them save them, and then use them for all these different sauces down the road.
Absolutely.
I can be taught.
You can do, yeah. Just not with a knife.
That's right. Okay, Paul, so this is what we need. We need for them, even if they don't like these videos, to subscribe. That's what we need. So would you go down and subscribe? We actually think you like them though.
Why would they not like it?
I don't have any idea.
And why would they subscribe if they don't like it?
I don't know, but please do.
Yes, please. Thank you.